Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today we have an unboxing of a very powerful skateboard from Acedeck. I bought this with my own money. It's not sponsored. I wish, these company would be sponsoring me soon or something because I really am into these PEVs, personal electric vehicles. And yeah, today I want to be reviewing. This one is about $1,200 for this. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Did you hear my voice? Oh my god. Oh, this is gonna be awesome, man. It's gonna have so much power. How do I even open it? Okay, it's right here. Yeah, I've been wanting a more powerful board, and I've been researching for a lot of different companies. Got through Meepo Hurricane, we got through the all-terrain skateboards from what do you call it? Uh, Tiny and Blackfire. I don't even like Blackfire, the company, just because their spec has been very not overwhelming, very underwhelming for the price that they have for the Blackfire stuff. So I didn't really check those out. But yeah, Meepo, Tiny, and this brand, Acedeck. It's a new brand, Acedeck, so we'll see if their quality control and customer service are good. But I've been hearing a lot of good things about the company, so we'll see. So this board just came out in the summer and they already discounted like $400. Normally this thing is 1600. So we'll see what we got here. I want to compare this with my $400 skateboard. I mean, that's the only thing I can compare it to because I haven't ridden any other skateboards. So yeah, we're gonna do a lot of comparison between this and my $400 budget Essen wheel V8 skateboard. That one goes up to 30 miles per hour. I can get it consistently, but then when there is a power drag or battery drag, when you are low, like 50% battery left, you will not hit 30 anymore. Okay, let's open this up. All right, are you ready? The big review. Oh, damn. Damn, that black. Oh my god. That black is black. Oh man, they're not. It's not gripped all the way. This okay. The grip tape fell off a little, but that's okay. Just pressing it down would stick to it. But damn, I thought the bamboo here is also gonna have like some sort of grip, but hopefully this is enough grip then. Yeah, it's not as. When I saw it online, I thought it was a lot steeper for these curves for the front and the back, but it seems fine to me. Okay. Ooh. This is a hefty board. Oh, I don't even know if I'm supposed to take it up like this. We got this right here. Oh, look at that beauty. You see that? The wheels aren't on yet. I have to do it myself. But hopefully it's pretty straightforward. I've never really taken apart a electric skateboard yet, so this is gonna be my first go-to. I'm probably gonna need to do a little bit of manual checking, but there it is. See that? Those are the wheels. We got a manual here. We're gonna check that out to put the wheels together. I see washers, like right here. I see some washers, so I don't know where they should go. I'm gonna check the manual for that. And then we get our stickers. Dream without fear. I love without limits. Yeah, I should play with these words differently. Are these reflective? They look like they can reflect light. Well, these normally go below your skateboard, so it really doesn't matter if it's reflective or not. But I can put dream without fear, love without fear. That is what I want. Okay, so let's take these Hota wheels. These are Hota wheels. Look at how much. Oh, wow, they're pretty light. So, do I need to pump it? This seems like it's already pumped. 28 psi. You know anything about wheels that need air? If you worked on bikes, yeah, I know what that means. All right, so let's compare this wheel with the wheel of my Essen wheel over here. So look at that. Look at how much thicker and bigger this wheel is. Oh man, now I can really go over some rough terrains. Yeah, this I do not want to take on to like sand or anything. something like this, I might be able to climb some cliffs and not be too scared. All right, let's check it out. Let's see the remote. Ooh, risk of death or serious injury. Now I'm having second thoughts whether I should even ride this board. Of course, I'm gonna ride it, man. All right. So we got some extra, I guess. Oh, what the hell? Huh. Here's some power adapters. Whoa. They gave us all 3 different plugs. Look at that. This is US. Oh yeah, these are from different countries. Wow, I thought they would just give you one of the plugs, but I guess they gave you whichever. They didn't really care about the plugs, but yeah, this is what we're using. This is a US plug. And then we got the battery bank. Too bad this didn't come with a higher charger or wattage. It's only 4 amps, 58.8 volts, so it's not going to be too fast of a charge. It will charge up 3 to 4 hours from 0 to full. That's what they said.
Okay, so let's actually take a look at the specs of this Acedeck Nomad N1. It's again $11.99. There's no tax. I'm surprised about that. So it's just straight up $11.99 for. And then if you message them and ask for like a discount coupon or something, they'll give you a $25 discount on top of the skateboard. So yeah, go for that and you just save yourself $25 if you're gonna buy the skateboard. So anyways, let's see what they have here. Performance top speed. We're looking at this one over here. They say it's 37 miles per hour or 60 kilometers per hour. And then you can get up to 28 miles in range or 45 kilometers. And there's a 50% heel. I don't know what these percentage mean, but I guess when I was saying incline and stuff, maybe that's what they mean. Maybe I should start using 50% or percentage in terms of hill to kind of guesstimate how steep a hill is. I don't know how the numbers work that way because somebody in the comments below was talking about you cannot go up a 45-degree incline. I'm like, okay, yeah, I might have been mistaken. I don't know. Maybe I meant 45%, but whatever. I don't know. Anyways, we got a ESC of 90 amps, which is the most powerful board that is on the market right now for about this price. You won't be able to get any higher than that unless you custom build it. Most of the amps that you see is like 60 amps or even 80 amps from Tiny Explorer, but 90 amps, that means that you can accelerate pretty quickly. And they do claim that you can accelerate from 0 to max speed, which is 37 miles per hour in less than 3 seconds. So we'll see about that. We'll test it. And then we got a motor of peak power of 3500 times 2, so about 7,000 watts. And then we have a battery cell over here with 652 watt hours. Man, I wish the 14.4p Samsung one would have been included in this price, but no, you have to pay an extra $200 for, let's see here, an extra $200 for 34 miles extra, so about 6 miles more compared to that for a $200 increase in price. I don't think it's worth it, so I didn't go for that. But yeah, we have a torque of 65 nanometers Newton. That's just how fast, you know, it gives you that power, or how fast it can give you, yeah, how fast you can get that power. And then we have a charger of 58.8 volts for 4 amps. It seems that there is a 6 amp charger that you can also purchase to be able to charge the battery. That is quite interesting. 2-hour charge time. I might buy that, just depending on my case, like when I am in a hurry and I don't have enough time to charge, or if I'm going somewhere like, you know, a friend's place or something and I could just charge up right there. I'm not going to spend 3 hours at a friend's place. Hell no. Maybe an hour or so, and at least I get 50% battery back. But anyways, drive mode. This is a gear drive. There is a belt drive version. That one is $99.9, so $1,000 apparently. But it's 60 amps, and yeah, that's too weak. So the one thing you gotta know about me, I'm all about speed and power. I am a fast skateboard rider or e-bike rider. I like a lot of speed quickly and be able to reach top speed at a very high top speed. 37 miles per hour, I think that is kind of slow, but that I it is what it is. This is the price range that I can get. Like all the other skateboards that I looked at, like the Meepo Hurricane Ninja or Meepo Hurricane Vader, which is around this price point. Not really, but Vader is like $300 more than this, and probably they have tax there too. But Hurricane is about $1,000, about the same price as this, and it didn't seem like it could reach the same miles per hour as this one, or it didn't have that acceleration that I wanted because their ESC isn't 90 amps. Anyways, back to what I was saying. So yeah, I'm more of a guy who cares more about speed and power. That's the type of rider I am. I don't care about turning. I don't care about tricks. I don't care. I do care about stability, obviously. So I'm gonna tighten the trunks as much as possible because when you're going at very fast speed, you do not want any speed wobble, which you would get if your trucks are loose. Uh, so yeah, that's what. We're gonna get a kingpin. I don't even know what the T stands for. I know the D stands for double kingpin trucks, but the T, I don't even know. I can look it up easily, but just comment below and tell me what the T stands for. So I don't really want to look it up. We got orange 100 amps. Or what the hell is the A? Bushing durometer. I don't even know what this is. But anyways, AT all-terrain 7-inch 180 65 millimeter pneumatic wheels. And then we got a wheel range. I guess this means 160 to 200 millimeters, means like you could swap out for these different sizes of wheels. PSI 25 to 40. And this, the length of the board is pretty long. You can see it compared to my old board, which was 39 inches about. This one is like 42, 43 inches. I'll show you that comparison right here. Yeah, as you can see, it's 40. It's like the size difference is quite alarming. I wish it was a little bit. I wish the size of this board is equal to the one that I have or had, because I got used to the size of the longboard, the Isen wheel one. Now this one is just way too big. It's hard to carry. I mean, I don't care about the weight because I'm pretty strong myself, which is 35.4 pounds. My Isen wheel is about 25 pounds. So it's a 10-pound difference. And you could really feel it. But yeah, that's the board size right there. And then we got, I don't really care what it's made out of. Everything is super strong anyways. And then we got the speed mode of what happens here. So we just tested a little bit of the speed at first. I showed you a preview of what they sound like, but we got the low mode is 10 to 20 kilometers, eco 25, 35, 35, 45, and 45 to 55. So yeah, what we got here, they say it's 45 to 55 kilometers per hour. That is not what was advertised when I first saw it on this. So like if you click the all-terrain board right here, right? They say up to 37 miles per hour top speed, 49-mile range. Like the thing about lying to your customers is like you put these specs here, but it's based on a particular gear set that is not for gear drive. It's for belt drive, because you can't swap your wheels out for 200 millimeters, because they got this 37 miles per hour top speed from the gear drive of 200 millimeter wheels, not the 180. If you want this comes with a 180 millimeter wheel set, and so your max range is actually going to be between 45 to 55. So that's about 31 miles per hour, and that's pretty sad. I don't want 31 miles per hour. I want 37 miles per hour. The reason why I bought the board is because I wanted the most amount of speed for the least amount of price that I can get. But because it's only 31, I'm super disappointed in that. And my old board, which was $400, it goes up to 31 miles per hour, even up to 33. I know the difference would be acceleration. Like my old board was, it sucks at accelerating to that speed, but I mean, it still reach higher speeds. I want more speed, man. So that's something I'm disappointed in. And of course, we're going to test drive it and see how it feels. And yeah, we'll come back for that review.
Hey guys, so I just written about, so you can see over here on my speedometer, 31 miles of this board so far. And yeah, I already got a good feel of it. So let's talk about the pros about this board first, because I have a lot of cons about it. Well, not that much, but definitely cons that weren't explained to me for all of the YouTube videos that I've watched for the review of this board. Like all of them probably were sponsored by it or got a gift from it, but I'm about to give you it straight, because if you're gonna buy this board, you gotta know the cons of it, and there are quite a few that are very important. But let's go with the pros. So I do like the concave design in when you are slotting your foot, like right here. This is your front, so your angle of the foot is going to be pushing against this, and the back leg is kind of coming down, and you're pushing against here. So you can see that you can anchor yourself onto this board really well, and it will not make you fly off of the board as often as if it were like flat. And the W is okay. Some reviewers that I saw on the YouTube, that they say that the W is too high, or like, there some people's foot with the shoes on are flat. I didn't find it any bothersome for me. It felt okay, and besides, the W is actually in the center, so you can see that the curve is around here, all the way to here. So it's about this long of the W that you'll get from here to here, and then it's pretty flat from this part and this part. So you really won't feel the W of the board. So I do like this kind of style because I am able to accelerate pretty quickly, which again, I love the acceleration of this board. It's from 0 to 3 seconds as advertised, so I give them that. And then, so if you're accelerating that fast, you need to plant your feet here, and then boom. I did fall twice. One was I was like starting from an uphill, had my foot planted. I wasn't ready. I hit the throttle. This board just flew, and then I went back and I fell on my butt. Luckily, I had my protective gear. I didn't feel a scratch, or it didn't even hurt. And then the other one I do want to note is that because the acceleration is so strong, when you're doing a turn, you do not want to accelerate during a turn, because that's going to throw you off. It threw me off once, and but I was able to run it off because I wasn't accelerating too fast. Other than that one time, about 3 out of 4 times, when I turn and use the throttle, like even slowly, I almost get jerked off. Get your head out of the gutter, you McNasty. Okay, anyways, yeah, it kind of lunged me forward, but I didn't fall off. But yeah, every time I hit the throttle while turning, I do kind of get scared of falling, and so I'm gonna stop trying to hit throttle while I turn. So the braking is good, is very good. What I have noticed is that when I was testing max speed and then brake, max speeds brake, like very constant. I would just accelerate to max speed and I brake really hard, accelerate to max speed, brake really hard. And then the remote itself showed me a voltage warning saying like it was the voltage was not aligned or something. So I'm guessing maybe the regenerative braking was giving it too much power or something, and then the remote detected that. I don't know what would happen if that kept going. Yeah, I'm not too sure. And then when I was doing about 16 miles at max speed, or I try to hit max speed after 16 miles, which is the max speed is 31 miles per hour. It goes down to 29 miles per hour after you reach like 3/4 of the battery, so 75% of the battery. You're gonna get a little bit of battery sag. I think that's what they call it. But yeah, you won't be able to hit your 31 miles per hour on max speed. Um, they did. So a lot of the reviews that were older back in the summer when people had this board for review, they say that when you hit the throttle, there's a delay, right? And a lot of people were turned off by it. But I think they fixed it because there's no delay. So why don't I test that out for you? So we're here. I'm on S plus, right? As I push the throttle up like a little bit, boom, there it is. See? So here's a little bit more closer shot here. So I'm just gonna tip it up a little, and it's already going. So a little, go. So as you can see the knob, at least if you go up one of these knobs, it will start accelerating. So here, boom. See, you saw that? It just accelerated. So there's no delay on it. So if you're worried about this board being a delay, there's none of that. So I am making this review quite in a hurry. I just got this on day 2. This is my second day using it, but I do want to put out this review as quickly as possible so I can get on with my life. But I'm pretty sure there's going to be more positive that comes up when I use this board even more. So I only used it for 30 miles. So just take that into account. I'm pretty new to the board. But now let's try to get into the cons. So yeah, there are some cons. First, let's start with the remote. It's really hard to grip. The remote that I'm coming from was the Isin wheel, and that one looks so. This remote right here, you can see that there's a hole in here, and you can grip it really well. So like right here, you can just throttle this. You have a good grip, and you could just go all the way, come back down, and it's really comfortable, right? But for the Acedeck one, right, it's kind of weird to grip because if you gripped it like this and go up, it's like your finger, this part is stretching too much, your thumb is too much, and you can't quite get it up all the way. So that it's really uncomfortable to press. If you put your hand up here, that's just stretching your index finger, and it hurts your, finger here, and it just doesn't feel comfortable. And sometimes you might misclick something here, and then when you misclick it, it can go on to like cruise control, and you don't want that if you're going max speed and all of a sudden you hit that by accident. You're going cruise control on max speed, and then what you're going to do then, you're going to hit the brakes, and then the brake will hit really hard, and then you're going to fly off. So that's what I don't like, is this grip right here. See, and no matter how I held it, it's pretty hard unless I went like maybe this way, like use my index finger to just pull up. This feels more comfortable than the way that I've been using. But what I found, that because I have a bigger hand, it's easier for me to hold by just maybe just gripping it like this. So this way I actually have full control of the entire throttle and brake little wheel here. But other than that, if I'm gripping it like this, it still feels pretty uncomfortable. If I had this gripped it here, it's really comfortable here. So I'm not gonna misclick anything, and yeah, I don't have to worry because this feels really comfortable. So I wish they had like a hole into the remote, and that would probably be better. And speaking about the remote, they don't. Also, something that I don't like, which reminds me about it, is that the manual that came in with the board, there's no manual. You have to go online, scan the QR code of a particular board that you have to understand the remote settings. And even then, the settings are not clear about what some of the words mean. So let me just go over quickly how you can use the remote and customize what you want, right? You have to click this 5 times, the function button. Once you click it 5 times, you go into a setting. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you want to go from kilometers per hour. It's on stock at kilometers per hour. And then you just switch to miles per hour by either, using your little wheel here. And then you just click function and you're good. And then they have a brake level. You don't click friendship, but you click the power button. Then click the power button for the level. It's unclear because there's brake level here, and then there's also brake levels in the advanced settings. So in order for you to enter advanced setting, you go click this 8 times, and you'll be good. So let's go over that remote over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So here you go. As you can see, there are a lot of settings here. There's speed mode. So when you go online and look at the manual, it'll tell you not to change certain numbers. But the ones that you can change is the max speed over here. When I first got this board, I was messing with it, and for some reason it's not going to 37 miles per hour, and I did not know why, because it was advertised as 37 miles per hour. And then when you look closely to the spec that we just went over, it's because of the wheel size. When I looked at the wheel size of the 180 millimeters, the actual speed that you can get is 35 miles per hour, 34 miles per hour, and then drops down to like 31. So it's a range from 30 to 35 miles per hour, and it falls within that, which I am very frustrated about, because I bought the board thinking that it will go 37 miles per hour, but this is only hitting 31, and I am very disappointed in that. So if you're not a speed junkie like me, but you like the acceleration of the board, because it does accelerate to your max speed pretty fast, but then the max speed's not going max speed when I bought it for the max speed. Anyways, I'm still pretty pissed off about that. But yeah, anyways, let's go back to the remote over here. You change the max speed. It only goes up to 70 kilometers per hour. So if you try to go any higher than that, it will just reset back to 70 kilometers per hour. And then you go here. battery out max, you don't change that really much. And then when you keep scrolling down, you will see different modes of what the low mode and the eco mode and then the S mode and then S plus. You just change the percentages over there. I put everything on 100% because, like, again, I'm a speedster. I like to go really fast. And yeah, that's about it for the remote. So yeah. All right, so the last thing I don't like about this board is the kick pushing this board. You can't. This is a gear drive, and people say like gear drives are easier to kick push than belt drives. No, not this one. So for my Isin wheel, definitely can kick push easy because their motor is probably a lot smaller and the wheels can actually turn. But as we go over here, as you see this wheel over here, right? I'm gonna try to spin it. No, no, right? You can't spin it because every single time you click it, there's a click, 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 click. So that resistance is really strong that you can't roll the wheel. So normally you should be able to roll the wheel like this. So as it keeps going like that, and normally if there's a motor inside, it will just be half the time. Like, oh, it'll be something like that and then it stops. But this one, you can't really move it. Like, I'm trying to push it, it's not going until I apply pretty much for it, and then it just goes that little. So yeah, kick pushing this thing is not going to be ideal. Even though it's a gear drive, you can't kick push it. I mean, you can, but again, it's going to be really hard to kick push this thing. My Isin wheel one is better at that. So yeah, I don't want to make this review too long. Hopefully I covered all the bases. There's probably a little, oh yeah, another one that kind of nitpicky kind of thing, but it's the charging port. People say they like it on top. I don't care whether it's on the bottom or on top. But what I do care about is the plug system. You cannot universally plug this at any angle you want. See how these three are angled like this? You have to like figure around with your remote to try to slot it in, and then you can slot it in. The most boards, they have one like universal plug so that you could just plug it in without worrying about you getting configuration right or anything like that. Yeah, so that's what I don't like about this charging port as well. So that's like 4 things I don't like about it, and it's really crucial about too. So yeah, other than that, let me know your thoughts about this board. Do you think that if you bought boards from Acedeck, do you like that brand? Do you like that company? But right now, because I felt like they lied to me, or at least I didn't read it correctly. I mean, it could be my fault because I didn't read 100% of it, but the advertising, man, they said that 37 miles per hour on the front page, and then you have to scroll all the way down for S plus mode, and then you see that your wheel diameter makes the difference of the max speed. And yeah, and oh yeah, also I do want to stress over that the 35 miles per hour that I do get is probably, you can only last that for like not even 1 bar of the battery. Like, even if you use this for like 5 minutes, not even going that max speed, you will never hit that max speed again because of the battery drag. But after that, the battery does stay constant at 29 to 31 miles per hour. So you don't have to worry about not hitting that speed. When you're going uphill, you can still maintain that speed. So this thing can definitely deliver faster speed, but it just is not doing it. You know, it's cutting off that power at a particular miles per hour that you hit. After that, it'll just cut it off. Like, it's not going to give it more power to go faster. It's capable of doing that, but it's not going to do it. Because I noticed, because when I'm going uphill very steeply, I still can maintain 29 miles per hour. And if it can maintain that miles per hour, it could definitely go faster when it's on flat. But the controller just cuts off the power when it hits a particular speed, which I don't like. So yeah, other than that, guys, let me know what you think about this board. If you like the board. So for me, let's say if I had to do it all over again, if I wanted to purchase this, I would. I'm alone most of the time, and I don't have anyone who likes e-skateboard, so I can't compare what board that there are out there. This is like the first premium board that I bought. The one that I have to compare is a budget board, so I'm not too sure how to go about it. But if you were to ask me if I wanted to purchase this again, I would probably want to try out a different board. like since having experience with this, I want to try out the Meepo Hurricane Ninja or something like that that is similarly priced that promises almost similar specs as well. They say over 35 miles per hour. I want over 35 miles per hour. I don't want 30 miles per hour. My old board can hit 30 miles per hour. Okay. I've been ranting about the speed, but again, I'm a speed junkie, and yeah. So let me know what you think. Uh, did you buy this board? If you're going to buy this board or anything like that, hopefully my review will help you in deciding whether you want to buy this board or not. Don't get me wrong, the acceleration is great. I like the acceleration. It's really fast and it maintains its top speed of 30 miles per hour easy. Just not going any faster than that. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.